Alright everyone, so now hopefully today we'll actually start putting the roofing on. One of the first things I'm going to do is, I already started bending it here. Over there you can see as soon as you bent. But I need to bend over all of this. It's something that I guess whoever put this up here added in to try to help kind of somewhat create a drip edge. But it doesn't really work up against the shingles like that, because what it basically does is the water's just going to curve around and go between it and the shingles. So I need to bend it over so I can actually put drip edge there. Then I'll be working on getting this straightened up here a little bit. And I'm going to have to basically roof this section first while doing step flashing across this area. And then whenever I get up to roughly about here, that's when they should be able to join. But then I'll have to step back and do this up to that point. And then again, I'll have to do that up to right about there. But also, I need to do rolled roofing on here and here before I shingle it. So, it's going to be a process. Again, and I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to build a video because of the heat. I do have an umbrella coming. I've ordered, so hopefully when that arrives in the next week or two, I'll be able to record whether it's sunny or not. We'll see how well the umbrella works, but I can't keep overheating my phone or I'm gonna end up messing it up. So, but I will at least try and get you shots, like I said. So first thing I'm going to do is bend all those over and then put in the drip edge. Alright, so that's the first layer of that. That first one closest to the edge, that's the hardest one. The rest of them are a lot easier because I can be behind it and work with it. But I got to do a couple things before continuing. One, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go ahead and shingle this up a little bit so then I can put this drip edge up through. To start it, and then I can continue down through here. We'll see, but yeah, I think I'm going to shingle this. The sun's out now, so probably going to have to stop recording and just kind of show you in between. Ready for the next step. So shingled this up as far as I want to before I put down the next roll of rolled roofing, which I'm ready to do here. I've got the step flashing up through there set and ready. I still don't want to fold this piece back yet because I need to put at least one more piece of flashing there before I do. So I'll have to do that after this roll roofing. And I have, because of where to do the roll roofing, I got to put this piece of drip edge in. So to do that, I had to go ahead and take this up at least to there. I could possibly go one more, but I'm not going to. I think what I need to do is I need to at least bring the Ice&WaterShield, which is what that is there. I have another brand. These are some leftover rolls from other jobs. I got another brand of the same stuff. It looks a little different, but I'm going to run it right down through this valley. After I do that, then I will probably then I'm going to go ahead and do one more shingle up here, I believe. And after I do one more shingle up, then the roll roofing and this. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, and then do the next layer of rolled roofing. All right, there we go. The next layer of rolled roofing down. This is that other Ice&WaterShield. Runs all the way across through that valley. It's kind of like a valley. It's not really a valley, but it's where that transition is. got the drip edge in and got one more shingle up through there with the step flashing. So now I'm going to continue step flashing this and shingling up through here a little more until I get this one covered. Alright, so I've got that shingled up through there, the step flashing up through, got this drip edge in, and I've got the next layer of rolled roofing on. So I'm going to do up just enough to get past where this hump is from this roof to that roof, which is probably like maybe 3 or 4 more rows with this here. And then I'll go ahead and put that drip edge in the rest of the way, and probably go ahead and move all this stuff and do all of this rolled roofing, then jump back here and shingle up to wherever they join. And then at that point I'll be able to go a little bit. I'll do one more row of the rolled roofing across the entire thing. I might even overlap it extra instead of just the 2 inches. The 2 inches is fine enough. It's actually like 3, I think, but the 3 inches is enough, but I may come down even farther. I haven't decided. It's not needed, but again, I always like to go extra mile. I might come down to basically right where this shingle lines up. So, and then that will be it for the roll roofing. Once I get up past this point, it should go pretty quickly and easily. Alright, so now I've got the rolled roofing done over there up to the same point. I'm going to start shingling it up through, and I think what I've decided I'm going to do is this shingle here, notice it is up a little bit above this one, which is, you know, just the difference in the pitches of the roof. Either way though, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to chalk a line all the way across there with that one, and then I'll put another shingle on top of this one in line with that to start them all running together. That'll help give a little added material right here in this valley anyway, help build it up, which is good. And then after I do that row all the way across, I think what I'm going to do is that last roll of rolled roofing, I'm going to line it up with this line right here just below all these nail holes and run that all the way across. And then I'll be able to just run up through with regular shingles. But so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get started shingling up through here, get everything across, chalk that line and do that. Once I get up to that point, maybe there'll be enough shade I can show that last roll and everything. It's starting to get shade over here, but over here is still hot as heck. This is not a fun day to be doing this, but it's got to be done. Alright, so now I've gotten all of the lower section done, and I went ahead and did the rolled roofing, and then I ran out of rolled roofing about here, so I overlapped extremely far with the Ice&WaterShield I had left over and went all the way across. So like I say, it's not required, it's not needed, it's just a little added thing, so it doesn't really matter if it's Ice&WaterShield versus rolled roofing. In this case, Ice&WaterShield is what you would normally use here anyway. I just had leftover rolled roofing and I was going to use it up rather than having to try and store it, because that stuff, when I store it, it was a cut roll, so I couldn't take it back, and when you try and store that stuff, it ends up getting heated up. It's no good whenever you get to the next job, so there's no point in holding on to it. Might as well use it. It's kind of the same thing with the rolled roofing. The rolled roofing does last a little bit longer, but since I already started, I wanted to continue across here, and it almost came out perfect with what I had between the two of them. But considering what time it is, I've got a quote I got to go do, so I am going to stop here today, and then we'll pick up tomorrow, which is kind of unfortunate because right now it's kind of shaded. It would be a great time for me to continue going. That's the way it works. It's that's when suddenly it's nice weather, is when I can't be on the roof. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna try to get out here nice and early, hopefully and knock this out before it gets super hot. I mean, it's still going to be hot, but at least get it done as soon as I can. But I guess that's going to be it for today, but I'm probably not going to split the video. I'm going to just keep on rolling. Alright everyone, so I got out here kind of early, like actually really early as I could without breaking noise ordinances, to try to get as much done as I can to try to beat most of the heat. It is definitely starting to get hot, and the little bit of shade that was left where I had the camera sitting is now gone, so I'm gonna have to go back to doing just a little, giving you a little basically update shots here and there. I am basically almost right where the chimney is, so it's going to slow down a little bit, but I mean, that right there, I just did all of this in about 2.5 hours versus yesterday it took all day just to do this little bit here. That's the difference of what I'm just rolling, and that's with me having to carry shingles up. If I didn't have to carry shingles up, I'd probably be done with the shingles and on the ridge cap now. But I'm going to go ahead and finish all the way across, and then I'll show you the flashing around the chimney. I'll still have to do some more work on the chimney at that point, but we'll get around. I'll show you that when I get down to it. Alright everyone, so we've got the main roofing done, and I've got this chimney flashed around here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of tar all the way around this, just to try and help seal this flashing to it. And then I'm also going to put a coat of tar up here on this to try to help seal it off as well, because it's all cracked and everything. I'm going to do that first. Then I'm going to go ahead and work on getting this ridge vent and ridge cap in real quick while waiting for this to dry. By the time I'm done with that, hopefully I can put one more coat on it, put the chimney cap on, and be done. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started with that, and then cut out for the ridge vent. Alright, so I've got one coat on all of the chimney around, and I've cut out for the ridge vent. So now I'm going to go ahead and start putting the ridge cap and ridge vent on. Alright, there we go. Ridge cap is in. So now this stuff should be dry now. I'm going to go ahead and put a second coat on this, and while I'm doing it, I'm going to dab. There's nails right here. This is where the ridge cap overlap, and right here I'm going to dab some of it on there, and it should be good. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the cap on the chimney, and I should be done. Be able to pick up and head out of here. It has been some nice, hot, busy days. And of course, now that I'm basically done and I'm right here in the shade, because the trees have actually started shading this area, now it's cloudy and nice out. Last step. Usually these are a 3/8 head. We'll find out. Should have one in my pocket. I generally carry 3/8, 5/16. That's 5/16. That's ½ inch. No, that one's 3/8. Yep, 3/8. And usually I carry quarter as well. So the most commonly used ones. So this chimney cap is designed to go on one of these that's rounded on the corners. Perfect. There we go. That's done. Roof is finished. All I gotta do is clean up my little bit of mess. That's from the other guys. I don't know when they're gonna haul that off, but anyways, all I got is I got this tub here with my stuff, these things here. Everything else is already in my dump trailer. So it has been definitely some hot, busy days for me. I'm ready for an easy day, that's for sure. And I'm not sure what I'm calling an easy day. That might mean putting in floor joists down at my house, which is not necessarily easy, but it's not out here in this heat. So with that being the case though, this one's finished. So hope you all have enjoyed watching. It's a little bit different than other videos as far as the fact that I wasn't really videoing and I wasn't fully hyperlapsing. I was trying to give updates. So it's a little bit different style. Not sure, you know, hopefully again I'll get that umbrella and then I won't have to really worry about it. But otherwise, I mean, hope you liked it. And go ahead and hit the like button if you did. Subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.